Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you tuned in for the first time, I just want to say thank you for joining and welcome to my YouTube channel. So for those of you who are new, I please want to ask you to please subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think about this video. Share this video to anybody that you think could benefit from this video. Today we are going to be talking about business, and I'm not going to dig into deep into it, but I'm just going to really share the basics and the stuff that I know, the stuff that I've learned, having this little business that I've been running for the last 3 years. So these things that I'm going to mention, maybe things that you're currently facing, challenges that you're currently facing. So if that is the case, then wonderful, then you've come to the right place. So before we start, I just want to make a disclaimer that I am not a professional. The points and the things I'm going to mention are really stuff that I've learned over, this time period that I've been running my business, also from my own personal research and also from my mentors that have really helped me get to this point. So anything that I'm going to say that does not resonate with you, that's okay, because each and every one of us have different experiences in this thing called life. So there are going to be some things that you're not going to necessarily agree with, and that's fine. If you want to, we can have a conversation in the comment section and we can talk about anything that you may have disagreed or agreed on, what I said or whatever, and we can get talking. Okay, so point number one is, if you have started a business and it is an online business, because I know a lot of people these days have started online businesses, whether it's you just creating your own website, or marketing your product or your service online, that's perfect, because we are moving into, or we have moved into, the digital age where many people now are online and everything literally is moving online. I mean, you don't even need to go to the shop to go and do shopping anymore. You can literally just order everything online. And as people that have, or young people that have grown up in this technology era, we really have an advantage at our disposal, because of the fact that we have so many tools and resources right at our disposal that we can use. And one thing that comes with technology or with social media, you really need to be mindful of how you are using it. So it can either make you or break you, and the same goes for your business. It can either make your business or break your business. So if you do have a page on Instagram, for example, promoting your brand or promoting your business, you need to make sure that it is top notch. And the reason why I'm saying that is because people that don't know you are going to go into that page and they're going to see, the outlook, or the layout of the page, how it is represented, what it looks like, what the content is, because that really does resonate with your business. It does not matter if you're selling something that really can change people's lives if your page does not look like that. You really need to sell your product with everything you do, and that is going to really filter into the next point I'm going to make, where it comes to your presentation as an individual. You really need to take time when it comes to your appearance, because what happens is people do not buy the product, they buy you. So when you are selling your product, or you're selling your business, or you're selling your service, they're not buying the service, they're not buying the product, they're buying you. They're buying what you look like. And even if they don't know you, if you look good and you look presentable and you look like you know what you're talking about, people are definitely going to be intrigued. Even if they do not buy from you or order anything from you immediately, they're going to remember you. They're going to be like, I remember this young girl or this young guy selling me something, but I remembered his shirt, I remembered what he was wearing, I remembered what he was smelling like, and that really is going to help you get that edge, or take the next step into actually getting people to come back to you, or actually getting people to be more attracted to your business. So point number 3 really does also interlink, point 1, point 2, and point 3 really interlink with each other, because in point 1 we mentioned that you want your social media presence to really look top notch. You really want it to stand out. And then point two, we mentioned your personal appearance or your presence itself. Like, how are you presenting yourself to people? So point number three is now, don't sell the product that you are marketing, sell the philosophy of your business. In other words, what are your morals and what are your standards when it comes to the business? What are you trying to sell people? Are you selling to people that you really can change their lives with your product? Or are you selling to them that even if they don't buy your product, it will be okay? When it comes to the business world, you really need to be mindful of the consumer and the seller's mindset. So with the seller's mindset, because we have been consumers for such a long time, we automatically think that people are going to buy from us just because they know us. But that does not work. So you need to try and create a need in the person that you're selling this product to and sell them a counter factor. Like, for example, let's make an example with KFC. So KFC really does focus on the feeding of homeless children or feeding of kids who are hungry, with those 2 rand that we give them every time we go into these stores. That in itself shows us that not only does KFC work with CSR, but they are interested in the community. They're interested in uplifting the community. And you need to, in a sense, also try and promote that, even if it means that you're not doing, even if it's not something you're doing immediately, but you need to try and put out the image or the message that you are trying to uplift the community. For example, with my personal business, I started off the business in 2020. I launched it in 2020, but during 2019 I was making preparations. So the whole of 2020 I was gathering young people like me who were looking for something to do, because I just finished my job late 2019. So the whole of 2020 I was looking for young people who were interested in starting something of their own and who I knew that could do well at the business or with the business, and also young people that were always on social media. So that needs to be a selling point. You need to try and sell the message of upliftment. It needs to be your philosophy. It needs to be your moral of the story. You're not just selling them a product. And that is how I was able to lure many people in, because they could see that I'm not trying to only sell them my product or my service, but I am trying to get them involved. I'm trying to also put them in the spotlight, upbuild them, uplift them, and that is actually what is going to be your selling point. So moving along to point number 4. So when it comes to all these things that I've mentioned, you need to really be mindful of the opportunities that come your way. Many times we do have opportunities present itself to us, but we're so afraid of taking those risks. And you really need to try and get yourself out of your comfort zone. When it comes to a business, let me just tell you something. And I don't think a lot of people say this. And I think that is why so many people are afraid of starting businesses, because a business really does expose your flaws. It exposes your weak points, what you really are bad at, because you really need to be responsible for your business. If you're not going to be posting up every day, or you're not going to be promoting your business every day, you're not going to look presentable, you're not going to do all those things that you need to do to upbuild your business or to try and maintain it, it is going to suffer. So those things really do take accountability, and it takes responsibility, and it also takes you to be disciplined. So you may be thinking that, I've got so many things that I want to do. There's so many things I want to try. I've got this business idea, but I don't know where to start. One thing I'm going to say to you is just start. You don't need to get everything right the first time around. You're going to make mistakes, and that is okay. The greatest people who are owning the biggest business in the world right now are the people that have started like you. But the difference is that they took the chance and they actually took the leap of faith to actually start their business, even though they weren't sure where it is going to end. You cannot bank on the mindset that maybe it's not going to work. It's not going to work if you're not going to try it out. So that's the first advice I'm going to give to you, that you do need to get out of your comfort zone, and you need to step out there, and you need to put yourself out there. Remember what I said to you I think it was the second point that I mentioned, that you're not selling your business, you're not selling the product, you're not selling the service, you're selling yourself. So even if it means that you're going to alternate from product to product, even if you're someone who is chopping and changing, the direction to try and suit the market, you need to try and be mindful of the market. You're going to need to do that if you want to see your business grow. But if as long as you're trying, it means something. It means that you're a fighter. It means that you're enduring, and people are going to start noticing that. When I started off my business, for example, let me come back to myself, because I really want you guys to see that this is something that I'm also experiencing, or that I also experienced. I started my business in 2020. It was me like posting up every day, and I didn't even think anybody was noticing until this year, and I just slowed down everything because I had a lot of other things I needed to focus on. And I got a couple of messages or various people asking me, what's happening? Are you still running your business? What's going on? We don't see you posting up anymore. And that was a shock for me, because I thought, nobody's noticing, nobody's watching. But that is the key. Everyone is watching. So if there is something you have in mind, an opportunity presents itself, you have an idea, jump for it, go for it. Even if it means that you failed, it's okay. My motto in life is to aim high and fail high. You're not gonna fail high if you're not gonna try. So that is just what I'm gonna leave you guys with today. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. What points stood out for you? What do you think really resonates with you? If you are running a business at this moment in time, what are some things that you think you really need to work on? And tell me what topics you want me to speak about. What would you like me to touch on more, anything that I've mentioned in the video. And if there's anyone that you know of that may have benefit from this video, you can share it with them. And yeah, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought. If there's anything else that you guys would like me to talk about in my next video, you are welcome to do so. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Much love.